How to explain bad Acads? Fine. So this is a tricky question. Fine. If you have a gap in your CV, in your CG or CV, either way, how do you explain that? How do you explain that you've got decent marks in 10th and 12th, but your undergraduation is 65%? And so start with a mea culpa. Go ahead by saying in some form that, hey, more or less, this is my fault. I lost my way. Don't lay it on something else. When it has got to be, I did well in my class 10 and class 12. I was I busted my gut to clear entrance exams. I got into a good college. For the first time in my life, I had super freedom. I could study when I wanted to study. I could play when I wanted to play. I lost my way. The thrill of learning maths and physics did not extend to the rigor of learning engineering. It did not translate. And I had so much freedom that I spent so much of it doing some of the wrong things. So I was off to a bad start in my first 2-3 semesters, and then I pulled up after that. But by that time, it was late. I couldn't completely recover my CGPA. I did start doing better by the time it was the second half of my engineering. I was also blessed with a wonderful peer group, so it was tougher to get CGPA mark. But having said that, most of the fault is mine for having lost my way a little bit along the way. I've learned my lessons. I've learned that, look, I can't just clear one exam and say, done, this is what I'm all about. I can do whatever I want to. I've arrived. It is continuous. I need to stay on my toes. I've also learned my lesson that I cannot just say I'll do well in stuff that I like. I have to grit my way through the stuff that I don't like sometimes. Hopefully, fingers crossed, not hopefully, I'm more than hopefully, I'm very optimistic about it. If I'm here as a student, I will definitely do well. And I've learned my lesson, and hopefully I'll get a chance to prove that I have indeed learned my lesson. Yeah. Lay it very clearly, say it's my fault. Set the context. Showcase how some things have gone well. There was one gap which didn't go well. Say you've learned your lesson. Say you'll come back. Say you're waiting for a second chance. Please give me the opportunity. What should you not say? Oh, in my class, in my college, they never give marks in the naval architecture department. You're bullshitting yourself. You're just finding an excuse. Stuff like, I was so interested in cultural activities and sports activities, and that's why I didn't do it. Like, oh yeah, sports activities, so did you participate in the Olympics? And most of us, when we say sports activities, it's just euphemism for goofing around. And so, if you're not a state champion or national champion, being in sports activities is generally going to be looked at as an excuse, not as an explanation. And so, be very clear about it. Cultural activities, even more so. And so don't lay it on, I was trying to be an all-rounder, I was trying to be a sports person. And you can try and still be well in your acad. You can even phrase it like saying, look, it is completely on me. Given the freedom, I wanted to be a little bit of everything. So I was interested in, I wanted to represent my college in sports. I wanted to do well as a cultural secretary and do well academically. I learned that too many balls were in the air and I mismanaged my time. That's all right. All good. But it has to start from, hey, my mistake. I've learned my lesson. These are the other explaining factors. Don't lay it on professor, college system, the pura system kharab hai is the ghatiya answer. Don't go and fall into that. Wonderful, guys. Best wishes.